everyone. My name is Jenna and I'm a librarian here at Siouxland Libraries. Today we're going to be talking all about pumpkins in our Tinker Tots program. We're going to have pumpkin songs and make pumpkin pie Play-Doh. So listen along for all of the fun. Let's go ahead and clap and sing hello. We clap and sing hello. We clap and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we clap and sing hello. We wave and sing hello. We wave and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we wave and sing hello. We stomp and sing hello. We stomp and sing hello. With our friends at story time, we stomp and sing hello. Boys and girls, I am so glad you are here with me today. We're going to be talking all about pumpkins. So let's start by singing a song, and I'm going to start with our pumpkin vine. We're going to talk about the life cycle of a pumpkin a little bit later. So thinking about that vine that is part of the pumpkin, we're going to put it up on our board. And then I've got a few pumpkins here that we're going to put up on the board. We have a round pumpkin. We have a tall pumpkin. We have a small pumpkin and kind of a regular sized pumpkin here. So let's go ahead and sing our song. Have you ever seen a pumpkin, a pumpkin, a pumpkin? Have you ever seen a pumpkin that grows on a vine? A round one, a tall one, a big one, a small one. Have you ever seen a pumpkin that grows on a vine? We're going to sing it one more time. Have you ever seen a pumpkin, a pumpkin, a pumpkin? Have you ever seen a pumpkin that grows on a vine? A round one, a tall one, a big one, a small one. Have you ever seen a pumpkin that grows on a vine? Great job, boys and girls. We're going to go ahead and sing our next song about pumpkins. Go ahead and grab them here, our 5 little pumpkins, and we're going to take down our pumpkins on the vine too. So I'll take those down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we've got 5 pumpkins left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let's go ahead and get started. This one's kind of more of a rhyme. 5 little pumpkins were sitting on the ground. The first little pumpkin was short and round. The second little pumpkin was happy to be found. The third little pumpkin had a curly vine. The fourth little pumpkin liked the sunshine. The fifth little pumpkin grew so quick. Now all 5 little pumpkins are ready to be picked. Should we pick them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little pumpkins that are all picked. Now, boys and girls, I'm going to talk a little bit about the life cycle of a pumpkin. This is how a pumpkin grows. And what does it start as? Let's talk about this for a minute. So maybe you've seen these before, but this is a pumpkin seed. A pumpkin seed is kind of a long circular shape, and it's white. And you plant it in the ground with soil, and you give it water and sunshine. And eventually your pumpkin seed grows what's called a sprout. It's a tiny plant that comes out of the seed. And from that sprout, you then get the pumpkin plant. And from that plant, you get a vine, which is kind of what we talked about earlier in our flannel, our big long pumpkin vine. And from that vine grows a flower. This is where it gets interesting. from that flower grows a pumpkin, and the pumpkin starts out green. And then once the pumpkin is ready and getting closer to being picked, it turns the color orange. And once you pick that pumpkin, you can do all sorts of things with it. Some people like to set their pumpkins out as a decoration. Some people like to carve them. Some people paint them. Some people just make food out of them. They eat the seeds or they eat pumpkin pie. So you can do a lot of special things with pumpkins, but it all starts with a tiny seed. And that is the life cycle of a pumpkin. Now we're going to do one more pumpkin song, and then I'm going to need your help making some pumpkin spice Play-Doh. So let's go ahead and get our last song ready. I'm just going to put a couple pumpkins up here so we can look at them, because we did just talk about pumpkin pie, but these ones don't go with the song. But I will put them up anyways. And if you want to sing this one with me, that sounds great. Pumpkin, pumpkin on the ground, how'd you get so big and round? Once you were a seed so small, now you are great, big and tall. Pumpkin, pumpkin on the ground, how'd you get so big and round? Let's do our pumpkin again. Pumpkin, pumpkin on the ground, how'd you get so big and round? Once you were a seed so small, now you are a great big ball. Pumpkin, pumpkin on the ground, how'd you get so big and round? Great job, boys and girls. Well, those are some of our songs about pumpkins. And today we've talked about the life cycle of a pumpkin. Remember, it starts as a tiny seed, gets a sprout, turns into a plant, grows on a vine. On the vine, there's a little flower, and then we get a green pumpkin that turns into an orange pumpkin. So think about that next time you see a pumpkin. You can say, Mom and Dad, did you know a pumpkin comes from a little seed? And parents, we're going to be making some pumpkin spice Play-Doh, and you can make this at home if you have some ingredients for it. We're going to need 1 can of pumpkin, 2.5 cups of cornstarch, and 2 tablespoons of pumpkin pie spice. So let's go ahead and gather up these ingredients and I can show you what the end result looks like. I'm going to start by getting my pumpkin opened up and ready to go. And parents, you can make this recipe with your child. You can do it together. You can let them stir the ingredients in a nice big bowl. And our next ingredients is 2 tablespoons of pumpkin pie spice. I don't have my tablespoon with me, so I'm just going to go ahead and eyeball it. This is probably about 1 tablespoon. And right here we have another tablespoon that I'm going to sprinkle in. Parents, you can have your child sprinkle in that pumpkin pie spice if you'd like. And then we're going to do 2.5 cups of cornstarch. So let's go ahead, and I do have my measuring cup for that here. There we go. Need a little bit of a mess. We'll go ahead and we got 1 cup. Got some of the wrapper in my mixture. And here is the 2nd cup. Okay. And then just a 1/2 cup left, which I probably have in there. So about a 1/2 cup. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to stir this up really well. Right now it just kind of looks like a big heaping scoop of cornstarch and pumpkin and everything. So let's get that mixed up really well. Parents and caregivers, you're going to make sure if you're letting your child mix that this is in a nice big bowl because the cornstarch moves about pretty freely, and that'll just give them some extra space to mix and stir. And the mixing will go on for a little bit to make sure we've got it all. Get it all integrated. And it does come out to be a really nice Play-Doh consistency, because the good thing about cornstarch is that it's a thickener, and that's just what it's going to do to this no-cook pumpkin pie spice Play-Doh. Now once you have it really good and mixed up, you end up with a ball like this. If it's a little sticky, oh, and it smells good, but if it's a little sticky, you can add more cornstarch. And then some of the fun things you can do with a pumpkin pie spiced Play-Doh is you can put it in a pie pan, you can play bakery, you can roll it out, you can make letters, all the things you would normally do with Play-Doh, except you've got a really fun seasonal smell with this Play-Doh. Yeah. So let's go ahead and we will say our goodbye song with that great Play-Doh. Get your hands ready with me. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's great to see you here. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's great to see you here. Boys and girls, we hope to see you next time. Have a great day.